Everyone, I hope everyone is well. So in this video I'm going to demonstrate how you can import NoSQL data into the MongoDB graphical user interface. So the first thing that I would have to do here is go to the terminal and connect to the MongoDB database. So I'll write this command sudo mongodb, the default port, which is this one, and the database path, which is my customized database path. So okay, so now the MongoDB is connected. So if I go to MongoDB Compass, this is the MongoDB Compass graphical user interface. So if I connect to this database, as you can see, there are multiple databases here. I'll create a new database in order to show you how you can create a new database, import collections or tuples or rows, however you call it, into the newly created database, and also create a user and assign user to that database. So first I will create a new database. So if I go to the create database, I'll name it according to this database, which is DC4SK. So I'll give something similar to it, test DC4SK. And the collection name, first I'll add a test collection, but I'll delete it because it's required here. So if I click on create database, this will create a new database with a default collection. So the first thing I would do here is create a new collection. So I'll create a collection according to the collection names required. So this is one collection, Mongo surveys, that collects the surveys. So if I create the collection, this collection is created. I've created two more collections, survey answer and survey report. So these three collections are created. So now what I'll do here is import collection data into these collections. So in order to do that, I have some files. So for example, if I go to this directory, this one, so these are the three collections, mongo surveys.json. These are all JSON files which has the NoSQL structure. So I'll import these data into my graphical user interface, the database, and using the graphical user interface. So if I go to add data, so import JSON or CSV file. So if I go to mongo survey.json, okay, so import it. So the collections are imported into the mongo survey. So I'll do the same for survey answer and survey report as well. So for survey answer, this one, and for survey report, this file. So all these collections are, or collection data are, imported into the mongo survey answer, survey report collections inside the test DC4SK database. So now that we have imported data into the MongoDB database, what I will show here is how you can create a new user and assign or give privileges to the user to interact with the data of this database. So I want to create a new user. So how can you create a new user? So in order to create a new user, I'll use the terminal command, which is mongoshell. So if I go to Google, let's say, and type create a new user in MongoDB. So if I type this one, as you can see, I have a grepper suggestion that says this one. So I'll use this command in my mongoshell, which is, currently I have the DC4SK, so I'll switch the database and use test DC4SK. So now I'm switched to the new database that I have created, this one. So now I'll use the command, which is create user. The user will be, I'll give a name, which is a default name, let's say this one, a custom name, sorry, a password. So a password should be there. I'll give a static password for now, let's say, and for roles there should be something like, I'll give some basic role like read write. So read write, and the database would be this one, which is test pc or sk. So this is how you can create a user. I'll enter, so it shows okay, that means the user has been created. I can see the users. If I write get users, it will show me the users. I have skadmin under this database, so it has the user ID, user name skadmin, the db, this database, and it has the roles. Okay, so now that I have created a user, I can use, I've granted the roles, so now I can this user can use the data in this database. So this is how you can import data into the database and then create a user, a database user, to use that or interact with that database with the help of this graphical user interface called MongoDB Compass. So this is what I wanted to highlight in this video. I hope I make it easy for you. So thank you very much for watching.